joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Good afternoon. You tune into Growing in Grace, and I'm your host, Chico Whitaker. Today, I want to talk about a project that's close to my heart, and to those that are struggling this time of season. And you might want to know what you mean to those that are struggling. Well, let me paint a picture for you. A lot of us go home every night. We eat, we watch TV, we get comfortable. We have our warm homes. We got our Christmas trees up. Some are going out shopping right now because we're 20 days before the blessed holiday of Christmas. And while we out there shopping with the hustles and bustles, making family members and friends happy with gifts, we miss opportunities to help others this time of season. Now, don't get me wrong. Last month was Thanksgiving, and there was organizations out there feeding the less fortunate, passing out food, blessing people with turkeys or meals that didn't get them through the holiday, which was Thanksgiving. But there's another group of people that's less fortunate than us. And as the Bible say, you have the poor with you always. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people that have homes and stuff, they can't hardly make it. And they live in that poverty level. But they're blessed to have a warm bed, put a cover over their heads, and have heat. So the program that I want to tell you about today is called Christmas in the Streets. This is our 6th anniversary of doing this program. The reason why we did Christmas in the Streets, it was started in 2016. Now, a lot of people might not be aware of, on May the 20th, 2016, I lost my son to a heart attack, Chico Jr. He's been on this program with me many a times. He was my rock and pillar. But he had a soft spot to help others. He had a kind heart, and sometimes people took advantage of that. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today I'm joined by my nephew, Kiran, and we just want to talk about our campaign that we had last night. What's it called, Kiran?
Christmas in the Streets.
And I was somewhat disappointed about the Christmas in the Streets campaign. It was pretty good yesterday, but my only disappointment was I did not have enough bags to give to those that need it. Me, Kiran, my other son, Desmond, started out along with my younger son, Jalen, who's 18. We started out, I'll say a little after 4, doing Christmas in the streets, along with my daughter Shayna. And in one way, the event was successful because we got mostly what we need in the bags. But I got downtown and I ran out of bags. Now, you heard in the previous broadcast that the reason I started Christmas in the streets because my late son Chico Jr. passed. And he didn't mind helping one another. So after he passed in 2016, I decided to do a campaign as a memorial to him. And the campaign was called Christmas in the Streets. You might say, why did you choose that name, Brother Whitaker? And most of you can attest, as we get up early in the morning and go to our jobs, our churches, the gyms, or either we go to work out, wherever we go. At one point, we're going to encounter someone either at the store, at a corner, by the freeway, with signs up. Help me, I'm homeless, I'm hungry, or we'll work for food. And Jesus said, we have the homeless or the poor with us always. Now, sometimes when I'm out there, I'm hear horrific stories. I will share one with you today, but it's something that we all need to do. And I'm not doing this to pat myself on the back, but we are our brother's keeper. Kiran, share some of the things we did last night.
So basically,
Talking to the mic, please.
So basically, we went to downtown to the what's that bus stop called?
Transit system, Rosa Parks Transit
Rosa
System.
Park Transit System. Then we passed out like 6 bags, big Ziploc bags basically, and
Big old laundry bags.
yeah, laundry bags.
Ziploc
Yeah.
is what you put in food.
Yeah, laundry bags. And
Yes.
we passed out like 6 of them. Then what else we did? We took pictures with the people and we recorded them saying Merry Christmas to they people or somebody wanted to say Merry Christmas to. Basically, that's really all we did for her.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And we gave a bag to one lady at a store, and she gave us a story about she got kicked out of her homes, and her mom passed, her son in the system,
Locked up in the system.
Yeah, locked up in the system and stuff, and that really hurt my heart. I ain't gonna hold you, and that's like it, really. That's it.
And I'm just going to piggyback on what he said. We gave the individual a bag, and she was standing around the gas station. I'm not going to give the location. But like he said, her parents was dead. And this was a person in their 40s or maybe early 50s. She also said that her son was in the system. Her mother was dead. I believe her father, I don't know if he's still alive, but from what I understand, she said he raped her. And we know that incest goes on a lot in our community and all over the world. But it was horrific to hear that you raped your own daughter. This was the first person we ran into as we was leaving out. Now we did have different locations that we usually hit, and normally when we start, we go from West 8 Mile to East 8 Mile. But my son, one of my older sons is over named Desmond, and he's 21, and he just took the lead. He usually go with us mostly every year, but his girlfriend just had a baby on the 3rd of this month, and he left her and his baby daughter, to come over my house or our house, because he used to stay with us and everything until he moved on his own. You know, to do it with us, to do the Christmas in the streets. Now, he shared with my daughter, being that he's an East Sider. He told her, and I found out later on that evening, that he was going to take half the bags and do 8 Mile, because normally we do East 8 Mile and West 8 Mile, start from Northland, work our way to Eastland. We hit over the freeways and bridges and under the viaducts. So this time, he took that command, hit the 8 Mile stretch around over by Woodward, where a lot of several homeless people be congregating at, under that viaduct. He hit sections of Highland Park, and we were over by Cass, going down 3rd, went over by the Masonic Temple, and there's a park over that way, giving out bags. And we went down Woodward up to the Boulevard, went up to Pequot, through the medical center. We also stopped at the Easter Market. When we usually go through that area every year, and normally by this store or the wellness center. Last year we ran into 4 people laying under the sidewalk by the wellness center. Not the one on Mount Elliott, but the store. I mean the medical center and everything on Russell or Russell. And we gave them blankets and foods and stuff. But this particular time, what did we see when y'all encountered the young man trying to get in the building? The Caucasian guy, the white guy.
So basically, he was trying to get into the
Talk
windows.
a little closer to the mic.
He was trying to get in through the windows, and that was basically it. Then we stopped him and gave him a bag.
Windows and warehouses and buildings and so forth?
Yeah, he was. Where was that? We was like
over by the Eastern Market.
Yeah, over by the Eastern Market. He was trying to get into a building and stuff, basically.
And this was a tall, Caucasian, white gentleman. He was cold. And my daughter told me, Shayna, when they seen him, I didn't see him and everything. I was looking in the sheds and around the Eastern Market. But they spotted this guy maybe 2 or 3 blocks from the side street. And at first, when they seen him, they assumed that he was a worker trying to get into one of the warehouses. So we went several blocks around the corner to where this person was at. And after he couldn't get into place, he was trying to get warm. We pulled our vehicle over, and I stopped the young man. I said, excuse me. I introduced myself as Chico Whitaker, and I told him, I have a gift, and I have a gift for you if you like it. And he said, yeah. But he was like 6'4", didn't have on no hat, and he was trembling. And when I gave him this big old bag, he was happy to get it because he did not have on no hat or no gloves, and he was cold. And after I gave him the bag, I told him it's a hat down there, it's some gloves, uh, uh, it was food, blankets, Bible. I didn't tell him what everything was in there, but once he got the bag and unzipped it, he was able to put the gloves on. And we kept on driving. I didn't know what else he put on. But we were down there also after we left Woodward. We went over by Pequot and John R. Oakland in that area. Then we turned back around and went down Woodward to Amsterdam and came up Cass. No. Well, before we came up Cass, we went down Amsterdam to 2nd or either 3rd. The streets was blocked off, but we seen a young African Nigerian individual, a young guy. He was walking and walking. We passed him a little bit, and I looked in the rearview mirror. The snow in that area was a little deep, and he was walking slow. He was cold. Again, we stopped the vehicle. I asked him, would you like a gift? I told him about the memorial we're doing in honor of my son, Chico Garden, the Christmas in the Streets. And he said, yeah, but he asked, could he get a ride? And finish the story.
He asked us. He asked us to give him a ride to McDonald's.
By McDonald's. The street was Willis.
Yeah, Willis. So we gave him a ride and stuff, and that's pretty much what we did. We dropped him off. We told him Merry Christmas and New Year's, Happy New Year's.
And what did he say to us?
He said thank you.
He said he must have said thank you about 10 times, and God bless you. And he was very appreciative. And these are just some of the things that we do. He was a stranger. But what I want to really tell you about, after we hit the highways and byways, we hit around Mariners Inn. And we like I said, we did the park by Masonic Temple and certain other areas. But we got downtown. We went around Michigan Avenue. We got downtown. We were by the Rosa Parks Transit. And tell them about the first 3 bags we gave out.
So the first 3 bags we gave out was to like 3 gentlemen. You feel me?
Yeah. Can you can you get a shot of Kiran for a moment? Close shot of Kiran while he talked.
So basically, we went to downtown bus center. What's it called? The
Transit Center, Rosa Parks Transit.
Rosa Parks Transit Center. We went down there, and there were 3 people outside and looked cold. And we told them to come here. We had 3 bags, and we told them you was recording too, and we were telling them why we was doing this for the Christmas thing. Then
Christmas in the Streets.
Yeah, Christmas in the Streets. Then we gave it the 3 bags, and we told them to say Merry Christmas, and we told them they could say Merry Christmas to the person that they wanted to say it to and stuff like that, and they did. And then we went back to the car, grabbed 3 more bags, and went to the other side to the entrance. Then we saw a couple more people outside, of the entrance. Cause we didn't. At first we were gonna go inside, but they said we couldn't give out stuff inside. Then we went outside, but a whole bunch of people came out talking about they needed a bag too. We told them it was a Bible, some snacks and waters in there. Then they all said thank you and stuff. And we didn't take no pictures that time. No, I took a picture through the window because we didn't take the picture of the one that was outside and stuff. And that was like it.
Now, these was we had 26 bags in our vehicle. Now, in the bags, there were whole Bibles of the New and Old Testament. What else was in there?
The sandwiches and 4 waters and what else we had in there? We had
There was it was also peanut butter crackers, the
oh
round
yeah,
ones and the square ones. It was 5 packs of those in there, packs of 6. And there was 4 things of water, Bibles, peanut butter crackers. It was the sandwiches that I think they call Crushables. It had peanut butter and jelly that you get from the grocery store, and it was a couple of those. It was clementine, some like nectarines and everything. It was several of those in there. It was 2 things of Mentos gum, 2 packs of those. There was canister Whitmer candy about this big and this size. There was also a thick wool blanket in there. There was hats, gloves, and socks. What else, Kiran? I know I'm leaving out a few things. What else do you remember in that bag?
we had like you said socks and we had hats and gloves in there too. And
What about the spray stuff?
oh yeah, we had some. What's the junk called? We had hand sanitizer. We had
Hand sanitizer.
hand sanitizer. And what's that spray called again? I
Also,
forgot.
there was wipes in there,
Oh yeah, right.
and there was several other things in there that I didn't write it down, so I know I'm leaving out something. But have you ever thought that you go somewhere, you walking for a long time, and you out of breath? Sometimes you need to sit down and take a breather or drink some water because you choke. Now, let me give you a scenario. Sometimes when I go to the hospital and have shortness of breath, they have to give me a breathing test or some steroids. Or sometimes when I'm in the hospital, they give me a CPAP machine. The help with sleep. Now, when you get that CPAP machine and you got that on you for a long time, a lot of times you wake up gasping for air and your mouth get very dry. Now just picture some of these homeless people out here walking miles and miles. Their feet are sore and their mouth are dry. We take water for granted because we have a house we can turn on the water. But what about those that's out in the street, go days on days without getting water, without flushing the toilet? This is why I put wipes and stuff in there. Because they have to use the restroom like me and you. And I often wondered, what do they wipe themselves with? So we brought wipes, and it was other food and candy and snacks and stuff. But we get downtown and we go to the Rosa Parks Transit. After we passed out three before we got around there, we passed out four more at Michigan Avenue. Then we went in the Rosa Transit. Passed out the bags. One of the employees or guard in there said, "Excuse me, do you mind going outside to do that?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Thank you and happy holidays." I had about 11 to 15 people come outside looking for bags, which I had to send Quran to the vehicle and get some more. So this is my biggest disappointment. We didn't have enough to go around. And it hurted me that I wasn't able to service some of these people. My biggest hurt is while I was talking to people outside the transit and the lady at the store that he told you about earlier, the one that got molested, I gave her $5 and for her to get something for. But my biggest complaint is I ran out. One individual asked me, "Do I know where shelter is, where he can go to?" And I told him the library has ornament centers in the recreation center. But I forgot to tell him about the place on 3rd. And right now, as we sign off, I want to wish you a happy Kwanzaa. It's more to this story I can tell you. But right now, we're wrapping up. So until next time, have a happy Kwanzaa, happy and healthy New Year. Until next week, you've been tuning to Growing in Grace. I'm Chico. This is Quran, and God bless you.